welcome back to the Wenzel Show, hosted on the Global Buggers platform, according to Terence. But welcome back, everybody. Another week, another podcast. We carry on. Hope everyone's getting ready for that festive season. Christmas is fastly approaching. And Terence, how are you doing? How's your Christmas decorating going?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Wenzel. Christmas decorating is complete. I will send you a video. We went and bought those extra long Christmas lights and we've wrapped them around the whole house, the gutter. So,
oh gosh.
Yeah, so the house it's not like those extreme ones where you see like goes to the music and the house dances. No, it's just one strip of light. But yeah, inside decorated, you can't really see it there, but there's a Christmas cactus because you know how we love cactuses.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you decorated yet? Have you put the tree up? Fish tank. I was supposed to scape it. I didn't scape it. What I've done is I've got gravel, I've got sand, I've got big stones, I've got a very nice piece of wood and a not so good piece of wood. I was gonna make it all look nice. For the video, I would do that. I would fill it up to kind of like see how it looks, and then I was gonna add plants. If anyone's seen this, which I doubt, I was going to buy plants and then pretend that I got them from the river. The same thing I was going to do with the fish, is I was going to buy a fish and pretend I went fishing and caught the fish. But obviously it's like struggling to pull in a pike or something, and then cuts to me pouring guppies into the tank. So I thought that would be quite funny.
That would be.
So, yeah, what happened was I've found a website so I've added a bunch of plants and stuff to the cart, and I was going to check out. It was something like 280 euros. And I was going to phone them and ask them for a discount. But then I asked you, hey, am I being ripped off? And you were like, you're not being ripped off, but your fish combinations are way off.
Yeah.
So here's where I went. Here's the freshwater fish that are available. There's angelfish, barbs, betas, catfish, cichlids, discus. I have no idea how to say that. Gourami. Hatchets, live bearers, loaches, miscellaneous fish, plecos, rainbow fish, sharks and stingrays, tetras, and whatever that is. So I added a couple of angelfish because I know angelfish are quite nice. I added a couple cichlids. I added some loaches, and then I went down to the tetras that I added. It was tetras, but it wasn't. It was something else, eh? Rebosa or something.
It wasn't.
This one here.
Yeah.
So I added a bunch of those.
Some rasbora.
That's it. So I wanted to have like some schools swimming around. And then you were like,
so that's,
the cichlids will eat those.
100%.
Okay, so that's good to know.
So yeah, for the guys at home, here are two large cichlid species, and if you don't know, the cichlids can grow close to 10 to 15 centimeters, depending on the breed. And rasboras are about 1 to 2 centimeters fully grown. And cichlids are omnivores, so they will eat anything and everything. So if you were planning on having the peacock is, they will all eat your small fish. So look, they're stunning. If you do cichlid only tanks, they are properly stunning, but they don't like playing well with other fish. The one you could get would be, scroll up, would be the electric blue ram. But as you see, the price she's expensive. But the electric blue ram stays small, and they do well with your tetras and rasbora. They're quite pretty. They don't get too big. So that's, if you desperately wanted a cichlid, that would be one I recommend. But I mean,
I don't desperately want any of these fish. I just want cool looking fish.
ooh, if you go up, scroll back up, stop. The Cribensia cichlid pair, they also stay quite small.
This one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, they stay relatively small, so they're quite nice. The males are stunning. When I say small, 5 centimeters. So that's an okay cichlid. But then again, £24.99 for a pair. But if you get the water parameters right and you feed them well, they breed very easily. So then you could end up with quite a few.
Okay.
Otherwise, most of these other ones get a peacock bass. What?
€50.
You can buy a peacock bass. Oh, I mean, that's very expensive, but that grows to be like 4 kgs, like flipping a foot long. Ooh. Get that. You have to get these. Scarlet bandier.
This one?
Yeah. That thing literally is like a centimeter big. They are
for
beautiful.
€10.
I had 5.
Okay.
They were a bit cheap in South Africa. They were like, I paid 89 rand. What's that in pounds or euros? But they
€4.
Yeah, they're cool. Okay, so they were cheaper in South Africa, but they are very cool because they're like very territorial.
Okay.
So they have more personality. So they sit and they kind of just mosey around their little spot and they'll pick at stuff where your other stuff like your danios, your tetras, and one of the other ones, the rasbora, they are shoaling. So they kind of just mindlessly swim up and down the tank.
Yeah.
Which is pretty. So if you get like 10, it looks cool.
They're pretty dumb.
But something like that's the rasbora dandio, whatever that name was. It gives more character to a tank, if that makes sense. What are these now? Rainbow fish.
Rainbows, yes. And then this is what I wanted to see. Sharks and stingrays. These aren't really sharks.
Impala sharks. So these you can get. They do get bigger. The rainbow shark, the baller shark, they do get bigger. But they
€400.
You need a massive tank for that, though.
That's 8,000 rand for a fish.
That is. Yeah, no, that's just crazy. But I mean, if you got like a rainbow shark, that would work in your tank with what the other fish you were wanting, because they, at least at first, they don't eat fish. In like 5 years' time, if you haven't killed it, it might. But
can I sell a fish if it's too big?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there are some.
Why do they call them sharks?
In your area, I think it's just the shape.
Okay.
You know, if you kind of squint, it looks kind of like a shark.
If you're blind, it looks kind of like a shark.
If you're blind, go back to the tetras.
Tetras.
I want to see what tetras you have available to you. Ba-dum-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. All good. Blue Emperor tetras, those are very pretty. If you go up.
Okay.
The Blue Emperor tits, they're quite pretty. Albino Emperor tits are quite pretty too. And they get about 2.5 centimeters. Those Epsi rasbora that you had in your cart,
yes,
they are stunning. When they like settle into your tank, they are like the picture where that stunning red. But them you have to get like 10, because they literally like a centimeter big.
Okay.
So like, if you want to see them and if you want them to be comfortable, you need like a big shoal. So that's the thing with a couple of the smaller fish. is if you don't get a big enough shoal, they will hide. So like when you put plants and stuff, they will just hide behind the plants. But if you get a big enough shoal, they
come out.
will shoal. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's guppies, because guppies are stupid and they just swim anywhere. They got 0 survival skills.
That sounds pretty cool.
Ooh, yeah, black phantom tetras, they nice. They can nip other fish's fins, so like your angels, but then your angels will nip them back. Asteroid rasbora. I haven't seen one of those before.
Where do you see that? This
What
one.
does it say? Yeah,
Axelrod.
what does it say?
Axelrod.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at a very much smaller screen than you.
If you do that, does that help?
Little
Did I
bit.
make? Okay.
Oh, that is one of my personal favorites. They're expensive.
Which one's this?
Well, it's two of my favorites actually. The cardinal tetra, as much as it's like a neon just with more red. A neon, the red only goes halfway. A cardinal, the red goes all the way.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So that's one of my favorites. And my true favorite microfish or aquarium fish is that right there. Celestial pearl danio. They are stunning. And they have personalities. If you get lucky enough to have a couple males,
Yeah.
they do like a little dance around each other. It is the coolest thing. Do not get chili rasbora. They are even smaller, like 5 millimeters, and maybe 2 millimeters thick. Feeding them is a nightmare. Like you can't just get flakes and sprinkle. It is a travesty. So that's the other thing with a lot of these fishes. You gotta be careful with what food you get.
Okay.
You can't just get flakes.
Alright.
Like you actually have to get fancy stuff. Like angelfish will eat flakes, guppies will eat flakes. But some of the smaller stuff you need.
Yeah, because then the flake would be like too big as well.
Yeah.
Like the smallest flake is too big for them.
Literally. I mean those
What, this one?
the kubu although that's a nice variant, the long-finned cloud danio, but that's also a very nice fish, the kubutai
Kabutai. Yeah. The green one.
because that green looks fake, but it's natural. It's not a GMO'd fish. So you get some of the phantoms and stuff where they've genetically modified it with jellyfish genes, and they're like bright pink, bright green, where that is a naturally green shimmer. They're very stunning. Your clouds, the long fin white cloud, they're very easy to care for, so they're quite nice as well.
Hey, this is your fish.
Yeah, pencilfish. Actually, I mean, yes, but I did have a bunch of them as well. They grow to like 3 centimeters, but they have a tiny mouth. Like, I'm not the
I used
biggest
to have
tetra
these.
fan.
I used to have these.
Red eye tits. Yeah. Ooh, rummy nose. Those are fun as well. Because they got like a zebra tail and a red head. Yeah, rummy nose. Those are cool. You can tell I have a type of fish that I like.
Yeah.
I
But
like
also
my
the
small
red,
eye.
if your tank is blue, green, and brown, like the red stands out quite
Yeah.
nicely.
And that's
So-
that's also I like the cardinal tetra, because it's full red and blue. When you get a nice shoal of 5 to 10, it always catches your eye in the tank, especially if you put a lot of plants in, because then you get a lot of green in the background. So having that vivid red is pretty cool. But yeah, the rummy nose is a fun fish too.
That does remind me. Where do I find plants? Here. I want it to be I want it to be one side green with a bit of wood going across to almost nothing on the other side, like just rock. What's the best kind of? I did add this red plant to my cart, but because I wanted a bit of red, but I need lots of green that's kind of not gonna die.
So Anubis is really nice, really pretty, quite hardy, like it won't die quickly, and it looks great in a tank because like in the pictures it's a bit bunched up. I don't know if they'll actually send you such a beautiful thick bushel. I hope so for that price, but because you can because it grows in sort of a rhizoid fashion, so you can actually break it off and plant those segments to scatter it, and because the leaf sits on top like an umbrella, the fish swim in between it and you can still see the fish.
Okay.
Which is sometimes an issue, like with that red type of plant that you got there. The fish will swim in between it, but also they'll swim behind it and you don't see them. So it's not a bad thing, it makes them feel more comfortable. But like if you want a pure viewing tank, Anubis is a great option. And it's very hardy. It doesn't die, and it doesn't grow too quickly either. Because that's the other problem. Some of the other types of plants grow fast. And then you literally, every weekend, you have to be in your tank trimming it. Otherwise it grows and looks scruffy. And the point of buying a nice tank with nice fish is, it must be a focal point. Like you want to invite people over to be like, look at my fish tank.
Because I do know that there's that one plant, I think it's called duckweed or something. That's like impossible to control. Yeah, it's like impossible to control. Like it just
it does
duplicates like a virus.
Yeah, no, it is. It is crazy. So some of this broadleaf stuff is very nice. Java fern's a good one.
Okay.
But you got a lot more variation than what we get here in SA. At least what's on the site. But the Java fern is a very nice one as well, because it grows, but it doesn't grow hectic. Amazon sword is lovely, but Amazon sword, or similar to Anubis is also actually only semi-aquatic in nature.
So it needs shallow water.
Slowly when it's well, no, it's just that it grows slower when it's submerged.
Right.
So when it grows out of the water, it then accelerates. So same like with the Amazon sword. In the water, very nice. But as soon as leaves start growing out the water, it then changes the leaf. And then it'll get flowers and everything. So like if you have a tank without a lid, Amazon sword's quite cool. Because if you let it grow and just grow and grow and grow, it actually starts shooting out the top. If it's the same strain, it looks like the same strain I had. But that's also one where you also got to trim it, otherwise it goes crazy.
Let's take a look at the. Sorry, let's take a look at the advanced plants. These are apparently hard to deal with.
So the advanced plants will be the kind of plants that you need. You start having to have the CO2 pumps.
Oh, right.
Where people literally have like a gas canister of CO2 with the little diffuser in the tank. A little thing with the water, with a chemical in it that changes color if your CO2 is too high or too low. Your pH has to be just perfect.
Yeah, that's not for me, sorry.
Yeah. You want something you can almost just plant, scape it nicely once, and then kind of forget.
Yeah.
Because that's a nice, you want to say beginner, if I can put it that way, beginner setup is where you just, once every 2 months, you play with it. You don't want to be sitting there every weekend going, oh, my plants are growing too much. Oh, my pH is this. Oh.
Although it might be a nice distraction. Tell me, Wenzel, Let's see if we can find your favorite fish of all time on this list. Because they do have marine fish as well.
What did you think you can?
They got corals. They got
What is my favorite fish, Terence,
sea
of all
slugs.
time?
Probably a bass.
I literally just actually pointed it out earlier.
You lying.
I
little-
said that was my favorite.
A
Yeah,
little tiny
Galaxy Danio.
Danio.
Yeah, little Galaxy Danio.
You don't like
That is
bigger
my
fish?
No, well, not for aquariums. No, with my aquariums, I am a micro fanatic.
Okay, now what if you went to Ushaka Marine World?
No, but then it's not.
I'm just trying to say, can we find it on this website?
Okay, let's see. I mean, there's another one that I really like, discus. Go to discus. Wow, look at those prices.
I think the
Let's see what
stingray is the
discus-
most expensive.
I mean, that brilliant turquoise for 74 euros. Yeah.
Yes.
Why is the cobalt cheaper? That's like the other way around in SA. In SA, like the solid turquoise would be more expensive.
This one?
Yeah, the cobalt or the blue diamond. The brilliant turquoise would be like kind of run-of-the-mill. Checkered discus small. That's pretty. These are cool because these you can keep with all your small fish as well. Although these are generally considered a more harder to keep fish.
Okay.
They're a bit more sensitive. They die.
They're also harder to get. They're also harder to get with these prices.
Yeah. You can get a lot of tetras and danios for £74. Golly, that's expensive. Like even in rands, that's expensive. How many rands
Puffers,
is that?
dragonettes. What's a dragonet?
Click on
Predator
it.
fish. Predator fish. What is
Ooh, predator fish. Piranha.
it? Moray eel, 195 euros.
Yeah.
Angelfish.
But that's probably like one of the
anglerfish.
fancy ones. That would be pretty cool to have in a tank. That would be really cool.
Banana eel, 1,000 euros. Blue ribbon eel, that's pretty cool.
The blue ribbon eel is so much more interesting, and it's only 115. That banana eel must be like the rarest thing ever. Oh. Blue spotted stingray. That is the stuff I fish for at Ushaka Beach.
Really?
Yeah. In December, so this time of year, if you catch them, they actually come into behind veggies to spawn. So often if you catch them, sometimes they pup because they give live birth.
Yeah.
So we had it quite a few times where you catch it as you're pulling it out onto the sand. It just starts leaving baby stingrays, like a trail of them. There'll be like 4 or 5 little baby stingrays. They're flipping cool, like you want to take them home, but at the same time you're like, eesh.
Is it poisonous?
I was gonna Google. I think it's like most stingrays. If it sticks you, it hurts like shit. But it's not like that blue ringed octopus from Australia. That thing is like proper dangerous.
Yeah, if that bites you. Or the cone snail.
All the cones now, yeah. Stupid lionfish. Oh, that's a pretty... Wait, go back. What? The what skin anglerfish?
Wart skin. That's pretty cool.
That thing is sick. But that's the only problem with the online thing like this is those, for example, that wart skin, there's variants of how it looks.
Yeah.
Like, they could send you the ugliest one they have, and there's nothing you can do. It's not like a banana eel where it's just yellow. So it's like, there isn't really a good or bad pattern.
I think it's in their best interest to send you the most average one. Because that will you will continue to buy, but also in their store, they continue to have the best looking one.
Yeah.
Last thing, let's see. Crabs, you can buy crabs. Lobsters. Slugs.
Oh, see if there's freshwater. See if there's freshwater crabs.
There is, that's what I'm looking at. Oh, freshwater crabs.
Oh man, that's marine.
Sorry. Yes, crabs, crayfish, lobsters.
I mean, the crab will eat your fish, but that would be very realistic to be like, I fished this out of the river.
Most likely.
I know those are. Yeah, but those are all kind of semi-aquatics. Like the white coral likes being in and out of sand. The vampire also isn't really in the water much. Blue lobster.
Can't see.
Oh, there's no picture. Boo.
Boo.
Don't get prawns. Prawns are beautiful, but prawns are very sensitive. So like if you spray, for example, too much aerosol, like a room spray, toilet spray.
Yeah.
If you spray too much close to the tank, it kills them. Or if you spray bug spray anywhere near the tank and the windows aren't open and the room well ventilated, it will kill them. So prawns are like
I don't typically
finicky.
I don't typically spray any sort of spray, but
I guess maybe you don't have the same bug problem like you did back in SA.
I did add a bunch of these red Sakura shrimp so that they could clean up the stones that are put in.
Why would you get them? What? Just get like a good old cherry shrimp. A little bit cheaper, £1 cheaper. €1 cheaper.
Because that's why.
Because you must Google. I forget which type of shrimp, because they're all not actually the same. They're not just different colors; they're different like species, and they have different water parameters. And I know the one type is like more finicky than the others.
From what I know,
get ones that are easier to care for.
Amano shrimp are the easiest.
Yeah, those are like the ones you just scoop out the river.
Yeah. So maybe I'll get 5 of these.
You want something? You want? No man, get something pretty. That's why I say the red cherry shrimp. Red cherry shrimp are pretty hardy.
Yeah.
And they still look cool.
Well, if you guys want to check that out, if you're still here.
Watching us window shop. Me living my best life.
Window shop, add to cart, see the price, close the website.
Well, once I fill the cart after my shopping spree. Because that's actually the problem. I go to a pet store and I just, 5 of those, 5 of those, 5 of those. I don't even ask the price. And then I get home, I'm like, eesh, I just spent $3,000. I guess we're having beans for lunch. Yeah, I had to buy a tree because we didn't have a tree. Last year we used my in-laws' 27-year-old artificial tree. And needless to say, it's seen better days. So I went to, I don't know whether it was Value Co. a thing when you were still here?
Never heard of it, so probably not.
Okay, so think of it this way. China Mall packed into one shop in a established shopping center. So it's like China Mall is franchised into individual stores. So it's like a game, but China Mall goods.
Okay.
So there's one in Pav, there's one in Watercrest, there's one in Gateway. They kind of spotted all over the place, but it's all the interesting China Mall, really cheap stuff in
one store.
In a more pleasant shopping mall, yes.
Okay.
So Went there, got a
For
tree.
the people at home, you would understand if you if you went to China Mall. It's in a dodgy part of town. All like you have thin passageways where there's like small little stores for each person to sell. This person will sell clothes. This person will sell toys. This person will sell bags, and everyone's walking, and it's very uncomfortable. Carry on.
And it sets fire. It sets fire to itself, I think, at least twice a year, because all the electrical is completely not done correctly. I mean, there'll be lighting stores, like Terence was saying, every store has its own thing. There'll be lighting stores where it's one plug outlet, but all of the stores display lights are plugged in, and they literally have a good 1,000 different examples of lights, but all plugged into like one socket, with hand done, just twisted. Yeah, no, it's proper bad, but yeah, so it's that. And even if you're not from Durban, I'm pretty sure your China Mall is probably quite bad too. I know Joburg's got a couple and they're all horrible, but it still wasn't a cheap Christmas tree. I still spent like $1,500, but it's one of those ones where the ends of the branches have an LED in them.
Oh, nice.
So it's like built into it. Plus, there's fiber optic.
Okay.
So you've got the soft fiber optic, and then the LEDs blinding you. So if you're epileptic, don't get one of these things, because it is genuinely like a strobe light in a club. And because it's from China Mall, there's no adjustable. It's just they're on, and
off.
You just choose how fast they're flickering. There's no like permanently on or permanently off. It's just in your face. So like it's cool for 5 minutes, and then when you're sitting in the lounge and you're just being hit by the strobe light while trying to watch TV, you're like, okay, no, just turn it off. Just turn it off.
But I think buying a Christmas tree is a mistake that everyone has to go through sometime in their life. Because the mistake we made is we got the Christmas tree that has the snow on, like the fake snow. Oh my word. If you just touch the tree, all the snow falls off. Not all of it, but like you constantly picking up snow off the floor. So that's in the attic. We're not using that again. We got out the older one now that's just like a normal Christmas tree. But yeah, the other one, I remember in the past we got a real Christmas tree, like planted and everything. It just starts to die. Like if you get it too early, it starts to die before Christmas gets there. And like all the pines start falling off, and you're cleaning up. So it's just probably just best to just get a normal plastic green one and then decorate it as nicely as you can.
Yeah, no, I'm fully on you with that, and it's our first year. Well, for me at least, your little ones are a bit bigger. They understand not to just yank everything off. So I'm at the stage where yanking everything off is the number one priority. Okay. So we have it on a table, on a coffee table that's kind of tucked away. I'll also send a video. So that's also why I don't have that many decorations all around, just because they're going to get destroyed. So we just have the tree pretty much. And I think 2 stockings. But yeah, so we have it kind of up, and then she's still, well, we put all the soft stuff at the bottom. So like there's, the teddy bears and the elf and whatnot, and she'll grab it. And she's also at the kissing stage, which I'm sure you're very familiar with, especially with your first one, where it's, everything is just, mwah, and then like looks at you, and then, mwah, and you're like, cute. And then she yanks it off and pulls the ball off, and you're like, shit, it was a trap. She lured me into a false sense of security that I didn't go and get her away from the tree, and now she's ruined a Christmas decoration. But yeah.
I'm sorry to say, Wenzel, but that is you. That is you in a little package.
That's the worst part. I'm like, shit, I can't be angry because I'm pretty sure I'd do that too. I mean, I still do half the shit she does. And I'm like, I can't be mad because I probably taught her that.
Yeah.
I knowingly taught her that. But no, it is magical seeing the wonder in her little eyes. Even at her daycare, they started dressing the house. And on the door to the entryway and everything, there's a little stuff. And then every day I drop her off, runs to the front door, looks up and goes, wow. and then races inside. Like, doesn't even say goodbye to me this last week because all the Christmas decorations. She's too excited to go and play with all the stuff. I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And I doesn't even look back.
Yeah, you can't deny Christmas is a magical time.
It is a magical time.
Yeah.
And we love it, even though it's expensive.
It's expensive.
And we're also in like a weird thing where, okay, she needs a lot of clothes. Like, obviously she's crying. She's going through clothes like crazy. But you don't just get your kid clothes for Christmas. Okay, mine's not going to remember jack shit. She's too young. But still. But we have a whole separate, on wheels, like fancy wooden toy box.
Mm-hmm.
Full of toys that we haven't rotated out. The chat, does this make me a bad parent? We haven't rotated out the toys in this thing. I think we've rotated toys once when she was about 6 months, when she was just kind of getting the crawling and sitting on her own. We thought, okay, no, maybe she's like, let's expose her to some new toys, and we haven't done it since. So literally, so like, I don't want to go buy more because we already have too many. Like, we have a thing full. The lounge is just toys everywhere. The TV cabinet is, I mean, 2 plushies we actually got from you, 2 hand-me-downs, the green dinosaur and the purple, I think it was also a dinosaur. Those plushies, loves those things to bits. Like, I just sit going. But then you go to a toy store and you look at stuff and you're like, shit, that looks fun. Let me get it.
Well, I must say that I don't think it makes you a bad parent. I think you should actually take advantage of the situation that you're in now, which you won't remember. Because with my kids, it's the opening of the new package that is the exciting part. It's like, oh, this is new. I haven't seen this before. Open it, plays with it once, doesn't touch it again. So, yeah. We're trying to get like big, useful things. You might be able to see the boxes here, a bunch of boxes.
Just barely.
I can't show you what's in here, but you will find out eventually. Yeah, no, it's all covered with boxes here, and I'm like, no, guys, it's work stuff. It's all for my work, so don't touch it, please.
I don't know. Do you ever actually have work stuff in boxes?
Never once in my life.
Oh, so you're really having to sell this idea of don't touch it. It's not your stuff. Oh gosh, but yeah, I'd love to take advantage of this stage, but my wife is having none of it. Like, we've got advent calendar, like bluey book advent calendars. So there's that advent calendar. I think her gran brought that over from England, I think. So there's that. So that's now one. She has also wrapped 25 books. So every night she opens the 25 books. Jeez. Obviously, children's picture books.
Yeah, but still wrapping that is a lot.
And they're all Christmas themed. So it's 25 Christmas themed books.
Okay, so
it's not just
read them 1 month
books.
a year.
Yeah. So that's the ritual. Every night you go, I mean, it's cute, but at the same time, like, she can't read. She makes a mess with the paper that I then have to throw away. And she says we're going to just wrap it again next year and the next year, but she destroys half the books anyway from folding them and all sorts anyway. So I'm just like, oh, this would have been super cute if she was like 4 and she could kind of read and kind of sit a bit better when you read with her, because now she doesn't. It's just chaos.
Yeah.
Maybe get 30 seconds of her sitting and paging through something and then be like, throws it and then punches you in the face.
Oh, okay. Well.
No, my child's violent. Open hand to the face all the time. You do something she doesn't like, looks you in the eyes. In the eyes. Dead in the eyes. Bah! She's like, what? Hey? What? Oh. You would laugh so hard if you saw it.
Yeah. She might be more like Rachel now that I think about it.
Oh no, 100%. Shame. She's got Rachel's fair skin, so she, even with all the sunscreen in the world, she still gets burnt. And is sassy. Oh my gosh. Definitely reminds me of a younger Rachel. Oh gosh.
But that's why you love her, so...
Yeah, I did choose it, didn't I? Well, at least I chose Rachel.
Oh, Rachel chose
I
you.
love you, babe, in case you watch this one episode.
The first episode she watches.
Or at least watches on purpose, not by
Yeah.
accident, because I had it on. But speaking of gifting yourself, how's that gifting going, bud?
Gifting myself. That sounds a bit dirty.
No, that's helping yourself out.
Yeah. Okay, so rundown on the fish tank. Today I was actually off and I was supposed to film myself escaping it. I didn't do that. Did someone sneak in?
As you were.
Does she want to join?
Not a chance.
So I was supposed to escape it today. Okay. And then we went to the shop in the morning, and then I got home and I put on a series, and then I was like, nah, I'm not doing that today. So
What
I did
was the
it.
series?
But we're watching Smallville. But I'm also
Okay, then that's
I
a
haven't
good
finished it
series.
yet. I'm on season 10 at the moment. So last season.
I forgot there's that many seasons.
Yeah. And 23 episodes per season. So it's like,
Yeah.
they give you a proper show. I'm also watching Future Man. It's a series from 2017, 3 seasons. 2020 is the last one. I think you actually told me about it.
Future Man.
Future Man. So,
Let me Google that.
without
Future
giving any spoilers, even though it's a very old show, what's his name from Hunger Games?
No, I didn't tell you about it. I remember seeing it on. It just kind of came up on Netflix.
Okay.
Like it, you know how they just when they get something new, it'll just come up on that first banner. I think that's why you think one of us told you, because it just
Okay.
popped
Well,
up and looked interesting.
that's really good.
Okay, I'll have
You
to.
need to watch it. That's really good.
I'll watch it.
He's essentially he beats a game, and he's the only person in the world to ever do it. And the game was sent from the future, and the person who beats the game is supposed to be the savior of the future. So people time
Okay.
travel back to people from the game time travel back to him, and they need him to help them save the future. That's pretty much the first episode, but it goes it's so wild. It's like if you've ever watched Dirk Gently Holistic
Yes.
Detective. It's that
Love
kind of
that
it's that
show.
kind of vibe. It's that kind of vibe, but it's not
Unpredictable.
detective. Yeah, it's very unpredictable. Like, for example, and this isn't a spoiler, but it's a funny part. They have an issue while time traveling. They time travel all the time. They have an issue while time traveling, and during the time travel, what's his name? The main guy, Josh Hutcherson. What's his name?
Yeah, I think it is Josh Hutcherson.
From the Hunger Games.
I literally just closed
You
the
just
window.
had.
I just had it open.
Anyway, him and the other guy that he works with, their penises swap. So now Josh is like, oh, it's so big, and the other guy's like, where's it gone? It's so small. Basically, yeah. So it's like
No, that
very
sounds like a
unpredictable.
good show.
Yeah, so give that a watch.
I will.
Yeah, back to the fish tank. So
Now
I'm
that your
supposed to
internet
escape it.
crashed.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. It's fine. There we go. Josh Hutchins, whatever. Yeah. So him and this guy here. Anyway,
Oh, Seth Rogen is in it?
Seth Rogen only shows up in season 3.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But yeah,
But yeah, if you've stuck around this long and you found this at least a little bit interesting, let us know. Then maybe Terrence can show us the end product, or maybe throw a link for his homepage where he's actively posting about this. Well, from my side, goodbye everyone. Terrence, say goodbye.